All right, we are live. Adam Hill Vending. First things first, Happy New Year 2025. Seeing a lot of things going on, a lot of people hopping into the vending business. So hope your journey is going well. I wanted to give you an update. If you are going to be in the vending business, or you are in the vending business and you're going to be in, if you've heard, the Cantaloupe University down in Miami next week, January 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I will be attending that. So if you are going, drop a comment down below. Maybe we could meet up down there. They reached out, see if I would go. I mean, it's a great learning opportunity, not too far from Tampa Bay. So this is their, the whole agenda of what they're going to have going on. Again, it's in Miami, Tuesday the 21st. They've got their whole schedule and agenda of what they're going to be going over. You can go on their website and view all this. But yeah, if you are planning on going, go to make sure to reach out and let's see if we can connect. But just wanted to go over that. Wanted to go over, the vending as a whole. First live stream. So already having technical difficulties. So we're going to see what's going on with that. But really want to talk about that, and what they're going to really be trying to talk about down here is these Cantaloupe, these new coolers. Maybe the regular drink machines, the soda machines that we are all used to, are going to become obsolete. So this year, the first quarter of this year, first couple months, I'm going to be ordering in a newer, let me see if I can pull it up here, a newer cooler, smart cooler with the technology where it has no cash. It's a card only, or Apple Pay. And it recognizes what you buy, and then it charges your card. Okay. Now, these are not going to work at every single location. These coolers, these smart coolers, obviously at a high school where you got a bunch of bad kids, they're not going to work. They're not going to work. But at the right location, these are going to work, and the technology is going to be there. Let me pull up what I was talking about here. If you have a question, drop it in the chat, and I'll get to it here. Again, A&M Equipment Sales. It's really where I get all the stuff from, machine-wise from. If you're buying a card reader, Cantaloupe or Nyack, promo code Hill Vending at checkout saves you some money on it. I'm not sure what the deal is. Now, these are just regular coolers. Let's see if I can see their new coolers. They might even have them out yet. They might be changing their website around. They used to have them. They had them on here. I'll have to go back here and see. So I think the game's going to change, right? 2025, what are we looking forward to? These micro markets with these kiosks that become outdated in 2 weeks, or 2 weeks, in a year or two. I mean, I was just talking to a guy who had a kiosk, which is just the checkout section right there. This where my head is, this section, and it went obsolete. So, I mean, you can see right here, this is a blended approach with machines and a checkout stand. But these smart coolers, you don't even need this kiosk. The smart cooler, you just pay, open it, it recognizes it, and it charges your card. So, I'll have to see where the new coolers are for sale on their website. But at the end of the day, if you need a reliable one, let's see what the prices are here in 2025. I mean, the prices of this machine right here, I mean, you're looking at USI machines for $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 when you can get a cooler, when you can get a smart cooler for a fraction of that This company reached out to me. I'm not sure how good they are yet, but this Haha, I know some people who watch the channel have tried these out. Very, very good feedback. But as you'll notice, it's just a cooler with the card reader on front. Once they figure this technology out, you're not gonna at the certain locations you can do so many different drinks, right? Because in a regular drink machine you can't put in Starbucks, you can't put in Muscle Milk, you can't put in small juices because they won't vend. Whereas in this cooler, you can vend whatever will fit in that slot. Okay, there's no motors. All you have is a beverage cooler and some computers and cameras. The one downside is you have to get the their interface as far as, so if you have Cantaloupe's not gonna, the payment processor's not gonna interact with that. So I think it's a race. It's a race, right, to see which companies are going to come out, and which company is going to make it through the cooler phase. All right. Let's see who's here. Happy War, what's going on? We're in the house, Sir Hibbler. First time catching your live. Yeah, we're going to do some more videos. Also, heads up, we're going to be putting an event on in Atlanta. I know I talked about it. Looking in March, okay? We're looking in March, a live event, probably $200 a ticket at A&M Equipment. They're going to go quick. I mean, we're going to have coolers there. We're going to have vending machines there. It's going to be all-encompassing, so more geared towards the beginner. But if you want to get your hands on these machines, you want to look at machines, you want to know how to use these machines, mark your calendars. This is the first I'm talking about it, but there will be a link coming out here shortly to get your tickets for that, because I realize there's one thing of talking about vending machines on YouTube. There's the other thing also of wanting to get some hands-on experience and wanting to actually load the machine, understand what you're buying. So that's going to be a valuable tool. What's your opinion on financing vending machines? Would you recommend it to people who are new to vending? Good question. If you've gone through a program, hillvending.com/course, if you've gone through that program, that would be the first step, whether it's my program or someone's program, to get educated before you do anything. Because I speak to too many people who have got into the program after they've spent $14,000, $15,000, $18,000 on machines that are scrap. Okay, so you can spend the money up front, buy a book, do whatever you need to do to get the education part first, because once you have that education, then you're going to know if that account is worth financing or not. So my opinion on financing machines is it depends. Are you Dave Ramsey? Do you have Delta? Do you have? I just saw Delta Airlines captain pop in here. Do you like financing? Do you like debt? Personally, I would, if it's, for example, we got a high school and we finance $60-some thousand in machines, and the sales from that high school have already paid the machines off. So yeah, I was paying 8-9% interest for a little bit, but the account's kind of like a rental property. The cash flow paid for the location. So now, if you're telling me you have a tire shop that has 15 employees and you want to finance $15,000 worth of machines, I would say absolutely not, because you'll never get your money back. You will not be getting your money back. Okay, can we get 10 thumbs up in the chat? Can we get a thumbs up? Hill Vending first 2025 live stream of the year. We're gonna get back on board here so that we can get you guys set up for success in 2025. A lot of people reaching out saying they're ready to, they want to get started. So the key to all of it starts with the education. Again, we're going to be doing something in March in Atlanta. A&M Equipment, you fly in, Probably have to do 2 days. Probably do 2-day event. There'll be a Friday slot and a Saturday slot. So if you're interested, networking, all that, we'll be there. Down in Miami. Hill Vending will be down in Miami next week for the Cantaloupe University. We will be down in Miami for Cantaloupe University. So if you're heading down, drop in the comments. I think really there's going to be an educational piece on this, but I think they're going to be introducing obviously their smart coolers, which we've been talking about here, the 2025 smart coolers that are coming out, and you have a race. You have a race of a bunch of different brands, and we're going to see which brands make it to the finish line. Now, you might want to put some money on Cantaloupe because they already have the payment processor in place. So someone like me who already has Cantaloupe, or you have Nyack, you already have one reader, do I want to use another interface? Or can I use the same interface? So Cantaloupe probably should buy the technology, implement the technology on the coolers, and it's going to be a little bit better. Delta Airlines captain. Delta Airlines, great airlines, headquartered, or their hub is in Atlanta. So we just came full circle right there. Full circle, invisible string. Can you fill 64 locations in 1 week? 64 locations in 1 week. That would be a bit much, but you could do it. Sure, you could do it. See, I'm of the opinion of I would rather quality over quantity. And that's what we talk about here on Hill Vending. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Quality accounts over the number of accounts. There's plenty of people out there who have more machines than we have, but the goal is not the number of machines, it's how much revenue that those machines can produce, and the turnover. Okay? But some people, I know a guy who's semi-retired. He doesn't want accounts that you have to go to twice a week, let alone 3 times a week. He wants to be able to take his RV, his trailer, and leave for a week or 2 and then come back. So the nice thing about vending is you can build it that way, any way you want, right? So we got 9 people in here. We have 4 likes. Can we get the likes up a little bit? I mean, it's 2025. We're just trying to see if we can make it to 10 likes in the live stream. But if you have a question, drop it in the comment. I do want to get to some questions I'm going to get to some questions that we did have from some previous videos. Again, we're just back in the process. I'm going to get more on a schedule here for 2025 to make sure that everybody's getting their vending content answered. So if you have a question, drop it down here. But in the meantime, I'm going to pull up some questions that some people do have in the community. All right, Nicholas. Let's see. Is it normal to be making $100 per week at each location? Is it normal? Is it normal to be making $100? So we have to unpack that, right? Are we talking gross sales? I would say that would be probably the minimum of amount of revenue that you would want to bring in would be $100 a week minimum. The problem when you buy these machines, if you're buying new machines, that's not going to be a good account when you're putting $10,000 worth of machines in there and you're only making that much. Okay. So it comes down to the prospect pyramid that we go over, the 50-30-20 rule that we go over in the program to get you really your headset, your mindset in that right area. Okay. All comes down to the number of people. The foot traffic obviously is the number one. Foot traffic, the amount of people, what does that mean? The amount of people that are crossing that machine per day. So you could have 15 people that are employees there, but you have 75 people who are customers, like a blood clinic or something, or a plasma clinic. You only have 15 workers, but you have 75 people who are coming in every day. That would be, I would put a snack machine and a drink machine, and it should do a minimum of $2,000 a month in sales, gross sales. And if you run the 50, 30, 20 principles on that, once a week fill, it's not a bad location. Okay? So, what kind of machine would you be buying? The thing about vending is, it's all, when I say snack machine, you could buy 10 different brands of snack machines. When I say drink machine, you could buy different drinks machines, right? Dixie Narco, people like Dixie Narco machines. I don't like Dixie Narco machines for a few reasons, but mainly because they're not easy to switch from cans to bottles to something else. Number two, they don't make them anymore. They don't make that brand. It's like buying a car brand. It's like buying a Pontiac. You're buying a Pontiac. I don't even know if they make parts for my Pontiac anymore. And I'm buying old, crusty, outdated parts for my Pontiac. Whereas Vendo is still in business. Vendo's still making 721s. And listen, I'll tell you, if Vendo doesn't get their stuff together and get into the cooler game, because once the cooler game comes online, I'm switching to the cooler game. And I won't be recommending Vendo 721s because you can only put 10 different drink selections in a Vendo 721, whereas I can have a cooler that can have 50 different selections. Easy to load, easy to fill. So then I'll be talking about Vendo the same way I'm talking about Dixie Narco. But as of now, that's what I will be doing. Okay. And the third reason why, to wrap this all up, the cooler game, the coolers are probably going to take over is because they're cheaper. Because you can't buy a cooler, just has the unit, some cameras, and some shelving. Whereas a new Vendo, let's see what a new Vendo 721 is. Smash the like button if you're getting some value out of this. Let me hop on here and see what a new Vendo 720. It's going to be cheaper. The refrigeration goes out. I think you get 3 years on the refrigeration. But we're talking about a new Vendo 721. I mean, it's going to be anywhere you go. It's going to be somewhere around this. Again, A&M Equipment Sales, because they're transparent with their pricing. This is a family-owned business. We're talking $5,500. $5,500. Not counting the card reader, not counting delivery. Look at this. This one right here. Look at this one right here. This A&M right here. Drink machine. So now, are you going to pay $7,000 for this machine, which bottle drop? Again, love AMS. I have some machines built like this with all bottle drop. Again, because each spiral turns, there's no issues, right? But you still are dropping drinks from the top and slamming down. So if you're dropping this Mountain Dew bottle right here is going to be dropping down, getting shaken up. So when they open it, it's going to, you can't really put cans in there except on the bottom. Can't put glass except on the bottom. Whereas if this same machine was a cooler for half this price, you can get a cooler for half this price. You tell me in the chat, which one are you going to get? Are you going to spend over $7,000 for this machine, or half of that on a machine that can beep, open, get, close, done? What do you think? That's where the industry is headed, and AMS better wake up. Vendo better wake up, because it's just going to come down to the dollars and cents. We need 4 more likes to get to 10. Can we get 4 more? Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Okay. Yes, this will be available later. This will be on the interweb. It will be on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Hill Vending. We just passed 10,000. We just passed 10,000 subscribers. We're going for 100,000 this year. 100,000 subscribers, because TikTok's going to get banned. So we're just going to go TikTok. We got 500,000 on TikTok, but they're going to get banned. So TikTok's gone. Unless I heard Elon Musk is going to buy TikTok. We're at 8. Thank you guys. Thank you for smashing the like button. Anyway, so that's where my head at is for 2025. It's going to be a financial decision. We'll be down in Miami. Hill Vending will be down in Miami. Again at the Cantaloupe University. At the Cantaloupe University event next week. Maybe I'll make some content down there to share what's going on with this university. Again, in March, we're going to have an event at A&M. Tickets will be available, but I guarantee it's going to sell out. I don't even know how many. I'm probably going to have to cap the number of people because I want to make sure everybody gets some hands-on. I don't want it to be, you go to these college classes and you get intro to economics and you have 700 people in there. This isn't your college. This is real value. This isn't college education where you come out of your you come out with your degree and a bunch of debt and can't get a job. That's not what this education is about. This is real world education for real world results. Okay. Yes. Decline. It'll be on the channel later. Just click on the live button. Isn't Canteen's vending rule 100 per week to stay at that location? Canteen, I'm not sure what Canteen operates on. I'm not sure what they operate on. They sometimes need to focus on a lot because Canteen can drop the ball sometimes, which they're a big company, biggest in the nation. They've got a lot going on. Okay, we need 2 more likes, 2 more people here, 2 more people, and we'll get to our 10. We just need 10 likes, or I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving until we get these 10 likes. Okay. Put that back on. Oh, yeah, I was going to answer the questions here. So let's get to the questions here that were on the YouTubes. Here we go. Or if you have questions here, drop it in the chat. Awesome. We're 1 away. Matt Carter. What is your average margins on your products, drinks, snacks, candy, pastry? Good question, Matt. General rule of thumb, again, this is conservative. 50, 30, 20. Okay? If you do $1,000 in sales from that machine per month, let's just keep it easy. One machine does $1,000. Your product cost, the cost of those goods at maximum is 50%. So what does that mean? You at least need to double the cost of the product in your machine. Now, you'd rather have it at 40%. But again, these are conservative numbers, 50, 30, 20. If you buy a can of Coke for 50 cents, yeah, you can sell it for $1.25 and your margin is going to be lower. But your blended average, right? Chocolate just went up to $1.15 a bar. So trying to sell it for $2.25, right? You're going to be at that 50%. 50% is your product cost. 30% is what you're going to pay yourself or whoever you pay it out. And 20% is miscellaneous, whether that's your card reader fees, your insurance, your taxes, gas. Now, the smaller you are, right, you're not going to have as much overhead, and you're not going to have a warehouse with trucks and this and that. But you put your payment in there, your machine payment, your card reader, right? Those 3 buckets. Now, the better you can manage those 3 costs, the more that 30% can go up. But yeah, I think last year we did it. We were running around 38 to 40% was our product cost. Okay. Hope that helps. Again, Hill Vending, smash the like button. We're 1 away. 1 away. Paul has a question. Paul, we went over Yeah, smart coolers again. I would watch this broadcast again. Smart coolers are the future. I just don't know. There's too many coolers out there right now. That the dust needs to settle and one needs to rise or two need to rise to the top. Kind of like credit card readers, how you have Cantaloupe. Where is it over here? Cantaloupe and Nyack. And that's just honey. Sometimes you need energy in the middle of the day. So, yeah. But that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, I hope that answers your questions. That's on the smart coolers. And perfect. We got 11 likes. Appreciate you watching this show. We'll keep it tight. And one last question from T-Cash. We're going to a minimum $2 because we can still get some like Sour Patch for 90 cents. But yeah, everything's got to go to minimum $2. And I'd like to get it to $2.25, but everything's $2. But again, this is a topic for another day. Instead of doing a whole tray of chocolate, start cutting the options down. Start putting Oreos, Nutter Butters, Rice Krispies. Start doing other options instead of a full row so you can get better margins. Hope this helps. Remember, most importantly, sorry, I got to run 12:30. We'll be back, okay? Most importantly, until next time, keep your drinks cold and your snacks fresh.